Over summer vacation, I took a 2-week trip to sub-Saharan Africa. My first stop was at Cape Town. Here is a picture of Cape Town outside of the plane. Once I arrived, I went to go see the Castle of Good Hope. The Castle of Good Hope was a star fort built in the 17th century. Afterward, I stopped at Camps Bay. Camps Bay is made up of tiny beaches. Next, we took an aerial cable up Table Mountain, which is an elevation of 3,558 feet. Later that evening, I left the group and went to Robben Island. Robben Island has the prison that held Nelson Mandela prisoner during the apartheid. Next, I saw the famous Kalahari Desert, which is located in Botswana, South Africa, and Namibia. I visited the Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park. I learned a lot of information while I was there. I learned the geography has high, dead grasses and few trees. Also, I learned that the Kalahari came to existence 60 million years ago. Though these animals look very cute, we were not allowed to feed them or travel off the road. From there, I headed north to Chobe National Park, Botswana. While I was there, I went on an old-fashioned safari. Since I was on the savannah, I took some great pictures. First, there is a lion. A lion is the second largest cat in the world. Also, they live in groups up to 30 lions called prides. Next are giraffes. They are the tallest land animals in the world. A giraffe's height is 18 feet. Then the spotted hyena. They are about the size of a large wolf. Also, they are more closely related to a cat than a dog. A cheetah is the fastest land animal in the world. They can run up to 70 miles per hour. A meerkat can eat venomous snakes and bugs without getting hurt. A hippopotamus comes from the Greek word meaning water or river horse, but they are not horses at all. Also, hippos are herbivorous animals. Since I was so close to Zimbabwe, I took a trip to Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls rises in Zambia and flows through East Angola, along the eastern border of Namibia and the northern border of Botswana, then along the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe to Mozambique, where it crosses that country to empty into the Indian Ocean. While I was there, I bungee jumped over Victoria Falls and kayaked in the falls with my family. Then I continued my journey north. I traveled up the Zambezi River, through Malawi, Tanzania, Burundi, and Rwanda. Finally entering Uganda to visit Kabale Forest National Park. It was established in 1993. Also, it contains over 13 species of primates as well as many species of birds. Some of the primates they have include chimpanzees, black and white colobus, olive baboons, the bush baby, and many more. Since I saw so much wildlife, I wanted to see what urban African life is like, so I headed into Kenya to visit Nairobi. I saw a mix of wealth and poverty. A division from the city Nairobi is Kibera. There are many people in poverty there because they did not make it into Nairobi. There are very few schools for the children. I also noticed that water is scarce, which causes many diseases. The population is over 1 million, making it very crowded. On the other hand, people who made it to Nairobi live in giant buildings called skyscrapers. Next, I did something rather foolish and dangerous. I headed into Mogadishu, Somalia. I found a few tourist attractions like the Shanghai Old City. I was lucky to make it out alive because I was warned against visiting there because there are many acts of terrorism and kidnapping, especially to Westerners. My final destination was far west to Timbuktu, Mali. Here are the pictures I took of the priceless historical architecture. I also saw the Dingenberg Mosque. This was built in 1327. People can go here on Fridays to say their daily prayers. Here are all the stops I took. I went to Cape Town, South Africa and saw the Castle of Good Hope, Camps Bay and Robbins Island. Next, I went to Kalahari, where I went to Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park. Then Botswana, where I went to Chobe National Park. Zimbabwe, where I went to see Victoria Falls. Uganda to Kibale Forest National Park. Kenya, where I saw Nairobi and Kibera. Somalia, where I saw the capital Mogadishu. Finally, Mali, where I went to Timbuktu.